Do you ever find yourself getting easily annoyed, snapping at people, feeling irritated, or losing your patience? Have you ever lost your temper and instantly regretted it? Whether it's dealing with people, business situations, or even traffic, anger doesn't just make you feel bad, but negatively impacts others and makes problems worse. Trust me, I've been there. I used to be short-tempered and reactive, lashing out without thinking, huffing and puffing over insignificant matters. In this video, we're going to be diving into these flare-ups, and more importantly, what you can do to stay calm, in control, and less reactive. Many of us were never taught how to deal with anger, frustration, and these types of feelings that create aggravation inside. So we tend to act it out. Body movements, tone of our voice, facial expressions, and energy all exhibit this inner turbulence. Acting out, such as blowing up, lashing out, or snapping back, only amplifies this heated emotion. These actions not only negatively impact you, but it negatively impacts others around you. It can damage relationships even though they're meaningful to you and you mean no harm. And it can even hurt complete strangers. In traffic is a common place we can see this unfold. As you are well aware, there seems to be never a shortage of people who are angry or irritated on the road. People have a tendency to get frustrated, irritated, or angry during traffic for reasons simply that there's just traffic and it's moving slow. An example I see way too often is an aggressive driver who may yell something out the window, make certain gestures, cut people off, or swerve in and out through the lanes. This behavior can not only put the driver in danger, but other people on the road in danger. The thing is, anger reactions are almost never just about what's happening in that moment. It comes from something deeper. It's because you don't know how to deal with it in a healthy way, you're overwhelmed. If you ever have fits of rage, you're not a crazy mad person. Managing anger isn't about getting rid of it. It's about learning what it's trying to tell you. Inner work helps you slow down the knee-jerk reaction and respond from a grounded place. Here's how to start doing the inner work. Step 1. Why you're really angry. Anger is often a trigger for deeper stuff such as fear, hurt, insecurity, something from past experiences, or unresolved pain. When you get angry when someone cuts you off, it might be less about their actions and more about feeling disrespected, unsafe, or lack of control. When your partner didn't do what you asked and you got upset, you're likely reacting to a deeper feeling, such as feeling unseen or unheard, being disrespected or dismissed. The key is understanding where this anger is truly coming from. Step 2. Work on self-awareness. Reflect on these triggers. Is there a pattern or a theme? The same person, people, places, or situations? Start exploring what about it exactly are you truly mad about. Where is this anger coming from? What is the true source? I highly suggest journaling and going through this process. Write down what happened and how you felt. Reflect on not only your feelings, but how you reacted and your physical sensations, such as you felt your body heating up, maybe your heart beating faster, or your palms becoming clammy. Then reflect on what you really needed in that moment. I like to do what I call a why exercise. How this works is you ask yourself why, and for every answer you get, you keep asking the question why until you can't answer it anymore. For example, let's say you asked your partner to do something multiple times, they still didn't do it, and now you're upset. First, you write down what happened, which is you asked your partner multiple times to do something and they didn't do it. Then you write down how you felt. So you felt upset and any physical sensations or any other emotions or reactions. Then ask yourself why. Your first answer may be, well, I asked my partner to do something not only once, but multiple times, and they didn't do it. So that made me upset. Then ask yourself why again. Explore what exactly about this situation made you feel the way you felt. The next answer may be, well, it's because they didn't listen to me. Then ask yourself why. What about them not listening to you made you upset? Your answer may be something such as, they weren't listening to me, which made me feel like I was not in control of the situation. Or it may be that I explained to them multiple times, it's like they don't hear me. I feel unseen, I feel unheard. or it could be that I feel disrespected, like my requests do not matter to them. The key is to keep asking and keep digging until you get to that core emotion or feeling that is creating this angry or upset feeling. Hopefully, you're starting to see the true source of the anger. Step 3 is to pause. When the anger emotions start to come over you, instead of immediately reacting, having a knee-jerk reaction, is to catch yourself in that moment, to give yourself an opportunity to not react. The key is to create space between the trigger and reaction. Once you start to notice that anger feeling coming over you, use that as a cue to take a pause. By pausing, you create an opportunity for yourself to recognize what's happening, and instead of making a knee-jerk reaction coming from anger, the trigger place, to make a decision to respond to the situation that may produce a more optimal outcome. Taking this pause will create that space and allow you the opportunity to respond instead of reacting from a triggered emotion. Step 4, the practice. For some, silent pauses are uncomfortable. If you're in a situation, there's another party involved, when you pause and you take a deep breath and you don't know what to do and the silent pause may be uncomfortable, you can just say, give me a minute, hold on, and take a moment to inhale and exhale while you're focusing on your breath. For some of us, anger takes over us. We black out, we don't even realize what's happening in the moment, and it's not until afterwards we realize what just happened. It's almost as if the anger completely controls your body. It can be difficult to notice that moment to pause. Before we can practice the pause, we need to be able to recognize when we're triggered and the angry emotion is ignited. This can be achieved by self-awareness practices such as meditation. During the meditation, practice bringing attention to your physical body, noticing the physical sensations happening in your body. This doesn't have to be done during meditation. This can be done anytime during any activity. For example, you could be sitting at your desk typing away on your computer. You could bring attention to your physical body by noticing your posture, how you're sitting in the chair, where your shoulders are. Is it relaxed and down? Or is it tensed up? Where is your chin? Is it down? Is it up? How are your wrists, hands, arms, legs positioned? And then bring attention to the physical sensation by paying attention to things like feeling the keys on your fingertips as you type, feeling the soles of your feet on the ground. Maybe you're hungry and your stomach's rumbling. You may feel tension or tightness in the lower back. As you do these self-awareness practices, incorporate pausing and taking a breath. In the example of sitting at your desk, before you decide to bring attention to your physical body, just pause and take a breath. What we're trying to do here is to create a new habit, rewire the way you operate. It's very common in quiet moments or when we're alone, we're still distracted by something, whether it's music, TV, phone, or our minds just thinking a million things at once. So consistency is going to be crucial. Make this a regular practice, daily and multiple times a day if possible. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes, eventually becoming something that you'll do without even thinking about it. To recap, the first step is to reflect on the anger by breaking down what happened and taking a closer look. Step 2 is to work on self-awareness by exploring emotions, physical sensations, reaction, and identifying the core reason for the anger. Step 3 is to pause and breathe to create that space so you can respond instead of reacting from that triggered state. Step 4 is incorporating a regular practice of bringing your attention inward, noticing your physical body and your physical sensations. Now, everybody will have different experiences. For some, this may come easy, and for some, this may be very challenging. It can take time to notice the benefits from these practices, and that's okay. Don't be hard on yourself. If you're able to notice the triggered angry moments, whether it's during or after, that's already huge progress. That is the first step. If you're in a place that you're not noticing it until afterwards, maybe hours or even days, over time with practice, you'll start to notice it faster and faster. Just to note, feeling angry, feeling triggered is okay. Our goal is not to avoid it. Instead, we use it as a sign, identifying areas of pain, unresolved pain, allowing us to know what we need to work on to deepen our connection to our soul, to the authentic self, which creates more peace in our lives. Depending where you're at in your journey, inner work can be very challenging, requiring a lot of effort, but change is possible. If I, the short-tempered, hot-headed person, was able to do it, so can you. Now, I'd like to ask you, what's one recent moment where you reacted instead of responded? What was really going on? Do step 1 and step 2 and see if you could identify what was really going on. If you're having challenges with the practices, or if you have challenges in any other areas of your life and have a question that you'd like answered in a future video, feel free to post the question in the comments below or email it to hello@innerworksammy.com. I hope these practices help you in your life. I appreciate you for being on your inner work journey. Sending you love and light. Thank you and take care. Bye.